you had a good time. When you walked away from a Kobe Bryant night, you had a good time rooting against them. And you have to just tip your hat or what have you and go, it's a good game, though. That's what I think. That's what a lot of people missing out on. The concept of, damn, that was a good game. Because we don't see that anymore. You just, I don't like him. Look, stop trying to have kids like these good, man. With that being said, back to the show, man. Pick up the Kobe Bryant. I was talking about earlier. Y'all know I'm gonna have a racial element to every show I do. So get ready, just strap in, get your seatbelt on. Here comes the racial part. And if you want to join in, 773-797-2409, 773-797-2409. If you agree, disagree, or want to add your list to my list. I'd love to hear your list if you have one. It ain't gonna be dope as mine, but trust and believe I'll read your list and talk to you about how whack your list is and that type of stuff. But it ain't gonna be dope as mine, so you should just keep your list. As Rick James famously said, fuck your couch. But here come the racial element. And actually it's not a racial element. It's like, man, what we have to do is start protecting our children. Last week, a week ago today, as a matter of fact, there was a general election in the state of Wisconsin. The state of Wisconsin, the governor came out and said, look, we're going to postpone this election until this pandemic is over. And you may be thinking, rap, what the hell does that got to do with sports? And what the hell does that got to do with race? And what the hell are you talking about? This is what the hell I'm talking about. The mayor of the town, these are all, as I see put it, 45 supporters. The mayor of the town of Milwaukee, he filed an injunction against the governor so people could vote. Now, a lot of people, this is how they disguise things. Oh, well, this is their inalienable rights. People fought and died for them to vote and that type of thing. Nobody fought and died so you stand outside 3 feet away from somebody that could be suffering from this damn corona or this COVID-19 and die. And if you have that little regard for your citizens and the people in your state, the people around you need to never send your kids to a school like Wisconsin. Barry Alvarez supported that. It really only affected one place in the state of Wisconsin. That's in Milwaukee. That's where most of the bros live. When you are living in an administration that, when you are living in an administration that just don't give a damn about the people, why would you send your child to a place like that? Another place is Mississippi State. Mississippi State's head coach cracked a joke with a noose. And he was brazen enough to say, if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. Bruh, you are in the middle of what is called the Deep South. And when it was in the middle of what is called the Deep South, why in the fuck would you assume anything with a noose wouldn't offend anybody that looks like me? I'm going to say that again. Why in the fuck would you think that wouldn't offend somebody that looks like me? This is a dude who grew up in Georgia or spent a whole lot of time in Georgia. I don't give a damn if you spend a lot of time in the state of Washington where he was just working. If he's never seen the Deep South. When you bring up nooses in Mississippi, there's only one group of people that's connected to a noose. If you are in my community or look like my community or support my community and you take your ass to Mississippi State University, you have disrespected your entire heritage. This is a fucking joke. How in the hell could you not know that you offend the people in my community with anything with a damn noose? Just help me understand that. This dude is an asshole. And then the athletic director said he's going to get some sensitivity training. He don't need any sensitivity training. He's made his alliances. He's made it clear to the entire world that he is supporting President Donald Trump. This dude is a narcissist. He's a xenophobe. He's what is it? He disrespect women. And he damn sure don't give a fuck about people in our community unless they like Fat Finesse and Sequence was Diamond and Silk. Look, man, If you send your kids down to that school, damn a free education. I would rather my son shovel shit than to go to Mississippi State. You know what I mean? If you are good enough to play in the SEC school, you can go your ass to another place who's more socially conscious, socially aware, and not so socially insensitive. When the athletic director didn't fire him, everybody from our community who's in that school should immediately transfer. See, at this point, I'm not the type of dude who want people to get jumped on in the street and saying the only way you can resolve this, the only way you can resolve this is through violence. But I wouldn't be disappointed if he got his ass kicked. This is a damn shame, man. How in the hell is this going on? What's really happening, folks? When someone can sit their ass up and throw a noose out there, what you gonna burn a cross next time? What you gonna hang? You know, have a dummy hanging in effigy? Is that what's next? See, we have to be aware as a collective of what's going on. There's too many people in this country that are free and comfortable to disrespect the people that look like me. And if you're comfortable disrespecting me, I'm comfortable leaving you the hell alone. I've been pushing way before Chris Broussard and Jamil Hill, two awesome journalists, start mentioning maybe we need to go to HBCUs. This is why we need to do that. Because obviously the people of Mississippi State, they don't give a damn. And I understand HBCUs are in the state of Mississippi, but guess what? When you are having the type of talent that are in Wisconsin, when you have the type of talent that's in the Mississippi State University and other SEC schools, because you know this is a deep south. A lot of those people have not changed the way they think. So why would we continue to help them? Oh man, it's about exposure, right? No, it's not. Because they find that motherfuckers over in Australia. If you can play ball, they find that people at Division 2 and 3 schools. The boy DeMarcus Ware, he came from Rudy Poo State University. James Harrison, Pooh Bush State University. Larry Allen, I think that's his name. He come from Rudy Poo U. Somewhere U, in the back of the woods U. If they can be found, you can be found. Bubba Smith, David Deacon Jones. It's 1,000,001 NFL Hall of Famers. John Starwood comes from Grambling. There's 1,000,001 brothers that come from these schools. If you down at Jerry Rice, think about this. I just thought about this, literally right as I was saying this. The greatest pass rusher of all time comes from an HBCU. The greatest pass catcher of all time comes from an HBCU. Some people would say the greatest running back of all time comes from an HBCU. The first quarterback from our community to win a Super Bowl comes from an HBCU. And you telling me you can't get exposure from an HBCU? You outside your damn mind. Willis Reed, Earl Monroe, Ben Wallace bum ass, Charles Oakley, it's a bunch of people come from HBCU. So stop this nonsense about if they can find Scottie Pippen in an NAIA school, and if you don't understand what an NAIA school is, it's Division 1, 2, 3, junior college, NAIA. If they can find Scottie Pippen in an NAIA school where they don't even offer college scholarships, how in the hell can they not find you? And they did that in the 80s. Scottie Pippen was drafted in 1987. They could do it in 1987 if they can find somebody in Africa playing basketball. Hakeem Olajuwon, what's my man, Dikembe Mutombo, both are Hall of Famers. Yinka Dare and all these dudes, they can find them over there. They didn't find my man Joel Embiid in Africa. They found Yao Ming in China. It's kind of hard to pitch Yao Ming 7'4" 7'4" Chinaman. And no disrespect to Chinese, but they not a lot of 7'4" people. There ain't a lot of 7'4" people in the world, let alone in the country the size of China. He sticks out over there, so I mean, it really was hard to find. But if you can find one of the greatest tight ends of all time comes from HBCU. Thank you, RC. That's my man Shannon Sharp. As usual, RC comes through, saves the day. That's what I'm talking about, man. So when we telling people, oh, you're not going to get the exposure. Can you imagine if the Fab Five would have went to Grammy? Can you imagine if the Fab Five would have went to Southern? Can you imagine if the Fab Five would have went to one of the HBCUs with one of the greatest athletic departments in the country, FAMU? And can you imagine if Big House Gaines would have had the Fab Five? He was still alive, even though your boy Stephen A. Smith had drug him through the streets. But I don't even want to get it to Stephen. I got something for Stephen A. Smith. But this is what I'm saying, man. If you got people who are consistently disrespecting our community and other people who should be firing their ass, because let me tell you this, no disrespect, I'm not even saying that. Let me tell you this. Had he said something to the LGBTQ person, his ass would have got fired. And see, the thing is, we keep accepting these half-ass apologies. I'm not accepting no more apologies. You're not going to slap the hell out of me Monday and then slap the hell out of me Friday and say, I said I was sorry. No. You slapped me. I'm not accepting your apology and I'm moving forward. That's what, hey, I don't hear other people or other communities accepting the damn apology. We are the most forgiving group of people in the United States of America. And I'm not walking around, whereas people always say, rap, you always have something racial to say. I don't create these topics. I may talk about them. I don't create them. These are topics that are out there in front of the world, and I bring them to the people who listen to my show. Point blank, period. Tell you what, if people cut out this racist rhetoric and this racist behavior, then I would run out of shit to talk about in regards to race, but y'all won't, so I won't. Period. This shit is crazy, man. You got people burning, this goes back to what I say on Saturdays. Y'all act like slavery was a long time ago. Some of us have 85, 90-year-old grandparents, 85, 90-year-old aunts, uncles, so forth and so on. This is not a long time ago, man. 1863 was 157 years ago. And it's really next month is 157. It's still 156 as of right now. 1863 was 157 years ago. If you got an 85, 90-year-old aunt, uncle, cousin, or grandfather, that means he could have been touched by a former slave. Listen to what I'm saying, man. It's people in your family that have talked to people who were fucking slaves or born to slavery at the worst. Come on, y'all. Look, people are not going to stop hating us for no reason at all. They're just not. And I'm going to get into that Saturday. I mean, I'm not going to just make this a full-blown racial debate. But this is what we do. This is what I can talk about. We live in a capitalist society. And seeing how you're going to be discriminated against no matter what you do in the United States of America. What we need to do is this, as a community, withdraw from all these big time schools. And it don't take 10 or 12 or 15 years. All you have to do is, if you are a McDonald's level, or in football they call it 5-star athlete, and you still want to go to Florida State, Florida, Ohio State, Illinois, Wisconsin, UCLA, USC, okay, I'm not really going to front on you. But these dudes who are in the middle, the Bart Scotts, the Bart Scotts, and all these dudes who we never heard of in the National Football League until they get there, the Andre Wares, DeMarcus Wares, all these dudes who was at Rudy Poo State and Texas A&M and Southeastern State County University and all this shit into the NFL. Start taking y'all ass to HBCUs, man. All you brothers that sitting around talking about, well, they won't hire me, boss. Take your ass to an HBCU, and I guarantee you that you will get a chance at an HBCU that you won't get at Washington State University. The people like Rodney Peete, people like my man Leslie Frazier, people like Mike Singletary. Why are you sitting around begging Baylor and you put them on the map? Take your ass to the school that DJ Premier went to. I can't think of Prairie View. Take your ass down there. You from Texas, SN Texas, pump them up. Take your ass down to Houston Tillis University. and pump them up, man. See, we have to become